So we've been here since 2014. And if you've been following our video, we have a lot of videos about Malaysia and things that we do here.
Right.
So I think it's about time to just share the things that we love. And of course, we don't really like.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mark and Kim Unlimited, where curiosity knows no bounds.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Kim. Join us in a journey through the human experience.
From heartfelt moments to life lessons, we will navigate it all together.
Get ready for inspiring stories and resilience of the human spirit.
Welcome to Mark and Kim Unlimited.
To start with, one of the things that we love about Malaysia is food.
Yeah.
Right? As you all know, we love eating, and I guess it's part of our hobby already. And being in Malaysia, being a multicultural country, there's a lot of varieties in terms of foods. Malay food, Chinese food, and Indian food.
So even if you go to like a normal shop or a normal restaurant outside along the street, you will be presented with different options. So you can get a Chinese food, you could get the Malaysian cuisine, or you could also get Indian food. So there are a lot of varieties, and you would definitely enjoy it. All right. So in contrast with the things that we love about the food, I would say the things that we do not love or do not like really is the spicy food. I mean, every food, I would say every food, if not
Almost
all of these dishes are served spicy.
Yeah.
Like, you have to tell them that you don't want it spicy, because otherwise it will be served as, I don't know. I mean, if you like spicy food, you would love it. But for us, we like spicy food, but probably not every day, probably not every time.
Right.
So you have to really tell them, can you make it not spicy or make it less spicy?
Right.
So yeah, that's just, things. Like in the Philippines, if you want a food to be spicy, it is an option.
Right. But here
is a default. It's spicy.
Correct.
And then you have to ask them, please don't make it spicy.
Right. Or if you're here, then you can use kurang pedas.
Yeah. All right. So I think the other thing that we love about Malaysia is the infrastructures. This is a very progressive city, especially here in Kuala Lumpur. So it's very clean.
Right.
And it's very organized, I would say.
Yes.
The public transportation, trains, buses, and everything.
Subways.
They're very accessible. They're available everywhere. So
Correct.
that makes, traveling or going to work or going to the places that you want to go very accessible.
Even to a different city, right?
Yeah. And very affordable, I would say.
True.
And the thing that we love is, in the Philippines, we're from Negros Island. We don't have any trains in there. And we don't have any subways, I guess.
We only have tried.
Yeah, we don't have any subways.
Exactly.
Coming from the province, going to a place like this, it's of course great. And the thing that we like is, for example, if it's a very humid, sunny, or very hot day, or maybe heavy rain, you will not even,
You don't need a payong with you.
Yeah, you don't need to get wet or be exposed to the sun, because there will always be a tunnel
Right.
connecting each of the buildings, even each of the malls.
Right.
You just have to go underground.
Exactly.
And that's it. So it makes it very, very convenient.
So I couldn't agree more about infrastructure. If we're going to compare it to the Philippines, then somehow Philippines would be way behind Malaysia. I'm sorry.
And there are a lot of roads as well. So just choose which lane you want to take. It can still lead you to the same destination.
True.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So infrastructures. Now let's move on to what we don't like. Signage, instructions, forms, government forms. They are in...
Or notices.
They are all...
Or even warnings, sorry.
Exactly. They're all in Malay.
Malay language.
Yeah,
or
Malay.
Bahasa Malaysia.
Bahasa Malaysia, correct. So if you're a foreigner, you're new to this country, you will really have a hard time, adjusting to everything, especially with the signage, with the documentations. So it's what we don't like, actually, when we first arrive, right?
Actually, if you're a tourist, it's fine, because most of the tourist destinations would have translations. And of course, the airports would have translations and things like that. What we're saying now is, staying here, living here. Of course, you have to adapt and learn. But sometimes, it's very difficult to like grasp all of the entire language, basically. So the thing is, if we're filling up form, for example, to file our taxes, let's say, or to register into something. So most of the time, if not all the time, they are in Malaysian language.
Yeah,
So,
bahasa Malay.
yeah, forms sometimes it's fine. There will be translation, but if you receive like a warning text, like now it's COVID, they will randomly send you texts to notify you. It's in Bahasa Malaysia, so you really have to copy and translate it. So it's an advantage for you to learn. But then it's a little bit of a struggle, especially
For those new
for
fans.
those who are new here. Yeah.
Right. So it's a struggle for us when we first arrived here, but now we had it in ourselves that we need to learn their language.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure with Kim, but myself, I'm not really confident that I'm fluent, but I can understand and I can talk bahasa. But Kim, I don't know.
English is one of their languages because we have different languages actually. They have Bahasa Malaysia, they speak Chinese, they speak Tamil. We have a few of our subscribers also asking about taxes. Those who are interested to, work here or maybe already here working. Yes, it's we have to file our taxes
On a yearly basis.
on a yearly basis. So just to touch base on the taxes, what we like about it is that the amount is reasonable because once you've stayed here for 6 months, you will get the same tax as with the locals or the resident. They call it resident tax.
Right.
And if you have paid in excess, you're getting
A refund.
a refund the next year,
Right.
which I've never experienced in the Philippines. Worked there for the longest time, but I don't know. Probably I was not filing my taxes, so, or because I remember when I was working in the Philippines, our HR will file the tax on our behalf. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I remembered it. So I have never experienced getting any refund. I don't know if my salary is probably not even enough to cover the tax. I don't know. But here, every year, we always get a refund because we have paid it some in excess.
Right.
And the good thing is, if you buy things here, like electronics, even sports shoes, or anything like books, or anything that you've purchased here in Malaysia that you were taxed, you can file that also for a tax refund.
Yeah.
It's part of the process. So again, if you're interested, you guys just let us know. Just slightly talk about tax. The residence tax is at 8%.
Right.
But if you're new here, you have to stay in Malaysia for at least 6 months consecutively for you to be considered a resident. So it means that if you're new here, you are not eligible for the 8% tax yet. You have to stay here for 6 months. So what's going to happen in that 6 months working? Your tax will be 28 or 30%.
Right.
But then
You will be, there would be a tax refund if there's an excess. Of course, there would be an excess, right? 28% to 30%. And it's going to be a savings for you, I guess.
yeah, you can consider it as a saving.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on to the things that we don't love here in Malaysia is that in terms of customer service, right? In terms of customer service, the people, I mean, not all, but almost based on
Most of the experiences that we
most of our experience is that they don't smile and it's very difficult. They're not friendly. I guess that's the right term that I can describe it. They don't smile.
Probably okay. So, of course, coming from the Philippines, again, we're used to be polite and courteous to people regardless, especially if you're working in customer service. Like, I think that is how the staffs are trained to be. So even if you're tired or it's a bad day for you, you still need to at least smile. Do not make your customer feel that you are not in the mood or you are having a bad day. The reason why we said that is because even here, like, for example, you approach a staff, especially this always happens in a restaurant, like staff when you approach them and they will say like, what's your order? Something like that. Order? What's your order?
Yeah.
And then if you're going to request for something, they already started showing you faces like they do not like to hear that you're requesting something else. Like, for example, hi, can we remove this and that because probably you're allergic or probably you don't eat this. It's like, okay, like that. It's like, right.
You're able to.
I mean,
okay.
I mean, it's not really like a big thing, but it's kind of like if you're not used to it, you will be shocked.
Exactly.
Like you will think like, is he mad or is she mad? You know,
rude.
Yeah.
Right.
And but don't get us wrong, there are other people that are nice and approachable
Exactly.
also.
Yeah, we're not trying to generalize
Yeah,
everyone, but
yeah.
this is all based on our
Yes,
experience.
yes. So
Right.
maybe 3 out of 10 are nice. So you can
Yeah.
see the difference there. So out of 10, only 3 people are nice. Like, but this experience is not the facade or the face when you're a tourist. This is coming from us, like going to the street every day because we work. We go to different places that not most tourists go because we already live here. So we get to experience all of this.
And we're getting used to it.
I mean, we're getting, yeah, actually,
We're getting
we
used
are
to
getting
it.
used to it.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. We just sometimes, honestly, when we order, we adjust what we're ordering just not to make them a hard time.
Exactly.
Even if we get the wrong order, we will just look at each other and say, okay,
okay.
yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. Because we don't want any we won't
We don't want to ruin our mood as well or ruin our day because of that.
don't you think that it has something to do with language, right? Because they think that hey
I don't think so. It's just a language because you can see it from the face.
okay.
Like, order? What word order?
Yeah. Yeah. You will encounter I'm not sure if others have encountered that, but again, this is based on our experience.
Okay.
All right.
So, the next thing is of course, we're doing it as what we love, what we don't love. So now we will move on to the thing that we love. What we love about Malaysia, I don't really know if this is going to be like in general, but this is based on our observation. So we have a few subscribers ask about how LGBT are treated here in Malaysia.
How safe are they? Right.
If you are locals, I don't know, I cannot speak on their behalf because we don't have the same experience, but being an expat or being a foreigner here, so far, there is no issue. Like I have colleagues as well who are under LGBTQ umbrella. There's no issue. There's no discrimination in the office, the places that we go to. So far, it's actually fine. Well, yeah, I think there are no issues and we don't encounter any discrimination issue.
Right. I guess all you just need to do is to
Be decent.
be decent enough and
Decent in the terms that you respect people, you respect their culture, respect their religion, or respect the differences.
their laws as well, right?
And so long as you abide with the laws and things like that, I don't think there's any
issues. We've been here for quite a long time already, and we can attest to that.
Yeah.
Right.
So honestly, we lose track how many love and don't love that we've said. But anyway, let's just keep this recording going. So
Right.
what is the thing that we don't love?
All right. So the next that we don't like here in Malaysia is if you're a kind of person who loves going to the beach, right? If you're a kind of person who loves beach, then I guess living in Kuala Lumpur would be a challenge. If you wanted to go to the beach, the closest would be an hour travel, right?
Yeah.
From here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think so. I think we haven't been to the beach actually.
yeah, you haven't explored.
You really have to spend time to travel to go to the beach, and unfortunately, that beach even is not the nicest. At least it's like you at least have a taste of a beach.
Right.
Meaning if you really miss to go to the beach. Okay, so I think that is the last thing that we don't like because we cannot think of anything else. To be honest,
True.
the last thing that we love, I would say, are the malls.
Right. You know what? Just in KL alone, I guess it's quite a lot of malls in here.
Yeah, if you like shopping, even just strolling to the malls, you will love it here. I mean, okay, this is just the information I got from Google. It says here in 2019, there are 560 shopping malls throughout Malaysia. And there are well over 20 malls. Like, these are the big malls. Just considering the big malls in KL alone.
Right.
And there are small malls. There are small malls as well. I don't know if they counted that, but there are a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some would say that it's quite a lot, but the thing is, what we're always thinking when we talk about mall is sales.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not the last thing that we love. The other thing that we love here is about sales.
Yeah.
In fact, right now, they're having 50% sale on beauty,
Hair.
health, and hair or whatever because it's Ramadan month. So, yeah, I think that we will be concluding this video with the last thing that we like,
Right.
the sales. And the sales, to be honest, if they say 50%, it's really 50%.
Correct.
So in fact, we just went shopping earlier before this video and we bought a lot of stuff again. So it could last you for 6 months maybe if you want, and wait for another sale. But you don't have to wait that long because most of the time there will be sales.
Right. Again, as mentioned in our previous videos, there are a lot of celebrations here, given that it's a multi-racial country. So we do have, right now, it's Muslim, which is Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr, which is coming soon. And
Diwali,
also Chinese New Year just ended, right?
And then we have Christmas.
And Christmas. So it's quite a lot.
Every time that there is a festive season, there will be sales. And because of the availability of these malls, wherever you will be staying, there's always one close to your place.
Sure.
So that's why we like about that. We have one here just 5 minutes away from our house. Okay, so I hope that this was a fun video for you guys. Honestly, we had a hard time thinking of the things that we do not love. Because Malaysia has been a second home for us and we've been here the longest. Okay, so of course, if you notice, the things that we love outweighs the things that we do not love. So Malaysia is a great place.
Right. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and found it valuable, consider subscribing, leaving a review, or connecting with us on social media. Until next time, this is Mark and Kim Unlimited.